Welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to share with you the important key of section 4 and section 5 of the S21. Now, these two sections is a very important section. It is based on the 1850s shooting Tao sets. Now, the content I'm going to share with you is no longer exists in the 1960s versions of Wing Chun or the Wing Chun in past 100 years. It is lost in the uh, Wing Chun of past 100 years. So that's how important it is, these two sections, since the S21 is a functional training. Without knowing clearly what is going on, one will never develop Wing Chun, period. Okay. Now, before I get into those, I like to share with you something really, for those who really want to study ancient Kung Fu or ancient Wing Chun must put in their heart. See, the Chinese, they talk about Chen, meaning sincere. If you want to learn something really, you need to have Chen Xin, have a sincere heart. So what is a sincere heart? Sincere heart is like when we go to the university, when we take a class, we sit inside there, we carefully listen to what the lecturer present, we take notes, we think about it, and we do it properly according to instructions. That's the easiest way for everybody to understand. So the ancient Chinese is no different than everybody in the world, disregard of race, nationality. The bottom line is one need to be, like I just shared with you, in the college, you take it serious, you being professional. Now, it is known, really, uh, it's well known that General Qi Guang will execute his son if his son do not follow his instruction. Why? Man, it is a war, okay? You don't mess around with this kind of thing. It is a war, okay? People die, people get hurt. So the reason I share this on sincere heart, being profession, being take serious of it, is because this morning I woke up, saw a message. There's a person who I know, who I try to help, and lately he is like to learn the S21. Guess what is in his message? He told me he using the belt in his practice of the S21. I got ballistic. I kick him off of the group. I block him off for everything. Why? In the previous videos of the S21, I pointed clearly that what we should do step by step, level by level. It is really extremely idiotic to put the belt on without asking me, since he know me, and then post a message like that, say, oh yeah, I learned this, I'm using this and that. People is really idiotic and brainless because those kind of stuff, which is when you're dealing with, like yesterday, 2 days ago when I talked about that belt, It dealing with the IAP, intra-abdominal pressure. One mistake, you can get hernia, and the done hernia is irreversible. Okay? So I don't need people like that. Okay? I'm being kind to share everything because I wish that the art of Wing Chun stay. Okay? Being nice, being kind. But what is this? Okay? Not listening to instruction and running into all this crazy stuff. That's why I don't want to waste my time anymore. I cut her off. I kick him out from the S21 class group. It's hopeless. Okay? So it's always like that, right? Being sloppy, learning a little bit and not take serious on thing. It's like we never go doing the chemical experiment at home, or you try to build a nuclear reactor at home. Are you going to do that? Learning Kung Fu, be it Wing Chun or any real deal Kung Fu, every instruction has to be followed. If one doesn't know, one asks. Why? This is not joking stuff. The reason I keeping saying that we want to aware of our physical. Without even aware of the physical, what the heck is one dealing with all this thing? Do one really have the breathing pathway proper? So I also mentioned that at advanced level you need one-to-one. Why? Because this is a dangerous stuff. People die, okay? So I'm saying this is just I'm really, really strict on this kind of thing. Disregard of who it is, even if it is my kid, I'll kick him out from class, okay? You don't mess around with this kind of stuff. So anybody who's sloppy, who watch too much kung fu movie, thinking they are genius already, better don't watch my channel and don't follow what I'm saying. Because those people will not be able to learn, okay? As what I said just now, hernia is irreversible. There are many things in your body. If you screw it up, it is irreversible. Your spine, all kind of stuff. That's why the ancient is presented in level way. And I spend all my time to make all this video on the S21 explaining level and everything. Do you think I have too much time talking garbage, or I am seriously hope that everybody see that and not playing with fire? Okay? So Kung Fu is serious stuff. Same thing with the people who there are people who like in Asia, they want to learn the six healing sound. And I'm being nice to coach them and so forth. Guess what? After they learn a little bit thing, they jump gun. Do not telling me. Of course, I kick them out. I teach them because they are sick. But then when you learn a little bit Kung Fu, you thought that you know it all. That's where I kick it out. There's no room for those nonsense, okay? Those are BS nonsense. Those are the people who will claim they are grandmaster and then they will screw other people. Why? Because they don't even be professional in the Western sense. So don't be like that, okay? Be professional. So I'm really, really disappointed that after I I met many of this. You're nice to them, they take granted of it. No respect, not listen to it. I careless if people respect me or not, but if you put the belt on, you get the hernia, that's your problem. Okay? So don't behave like idiot. Okay? Life is not that simple. If it is that simple, it's not up to today's mess. Okay? In Chinese Kung Fu. Okay, so this is important because nobody should walk into dangerous or like building a nuclear reactor at your home and you endanger the entire neighborhood. You have to have some public minded and of course, know that how serious is the thing. Now, speak of the Section 4 and Section 5. Section 4 and Section 5 is extremely important, and it is actually a lost art of Wing Chun already. I share it today not that because I'm the grandmaster. I share it today is hope that this art, Wing Chun, stay in this world. And many, many people know about it, can continues with it. So section 4, if you look at it, this is this section. Section 5 is this section. So big deal, right? No, this is exactly the big deal. This is the functional training of Wing Chun. Without these two sections, understand what is going on and develop it, one don't have Wing Chun. Don't kid ourselves. You'll be like a BJJ friend who do not roll on the ground. Can he be a BJJ expert? That's how it is. Face the reality, okay? So, section 4 and section 5 is presenting, if you have the Wing Chun Inception book, page in the writing, classical Wing Chun writing, page 11, the section 4 and section 5 is from Y6 to Y10, okay? From Y6 to 510. So that is what it is, okay? Now, in order for you to understand, to be able to appreciate what it is about, we need to first to know what is Wing Chun. Well, Wing Chun is a short strike art, right? You're getting close. You need to have you need to have all your tools and training to get close. So short strike art meaning the other day we talked about the distance, okay? So like this distance, we fight in this distance, like in the Mike Tyson Peekaboo distance, and we fought in this distance. There's Wing Chun, right? So between this and this, the distance that is the uniqueness or the killing field of Wing Chun. Now, of course, with distance like this and the Wing Chun concept is the fist issue from heart, right? Now, so if one is training in this Wing Chun, one need to have the functional training, be able to function with the fist issue from heart, the receiving, the sending, and play with all this distance. Correct? Now, also in this distance, we know that there are three gates there. The wrist, this distance, the wrist distance, or the wrist gate, people call it. The elbow distance or elbow gate, people call it, and then the shoulder distance or shoulder gate. There are three gates between here to here. Okay, so within here to here, there have a 3 gates play there. Okay, so in the beginning Wing Chun, there's a 3 gate. Okay, so the play of the 3 gate is that if we play in the wrist gate, it will be who fast, who win. You jab me, I jab you. Who fast, who win. Who agile, who win. When you play in the distance of this elbow or the elbow gate, then it will be who can control whose elbow, who will win. And still, it is not really a sure shot stuff. Now, when you get into this distance or this gate, then whoever controls this will win. Okay? So this is a 50-50 who is fast, who win, who is agile, who is win. Here is who control, who win. This one is once you get here, you basically have already handled the situation, captured the situations. This one, you still have some iffy that you will not be able to handle it. Okay, so usually the handling on this uh, elbow is not enough. This still that have a kinds of a 60-40 chance that you can get hit. But when you can handle this, then you get 80-90% you can handle it. Okay, so this is the idea. Now, for a short strike art, you need to be able to get in here and handle here. And of course, nobody is going to open up everything and let you get in here, right? And also, if one not be able to get in here, well, then you don't have a short strike because a Wing Chun short strike is in one side I get in here, in other side I can strike from here, and my leg is attacking here, right? And when I'm playing with here, okay, I'm like a sickle. One way I cannot go, I'm going to turn around the other way. That is the bottom line of the Wing Chun characteristics. So like our BJJ friend, they have their characteristic on the ground. Wing Chun have the characteristic. We want to get here. We can strike both way. You can get this. Your fist issue from heart. When you go one way, it doesn't work. You right away, go back way. It's like a sickle. Cut one side, cannot get in. Cut another side, and your leg is attacking. You are receiving and sending those stuff. Now, so the question is, how are we going to develop our functional handling between here and here? How? So the Xiu Lim Tao, as what I pointed out, the 1850 have that functional training. And now it is in section 4 and section 5. Now, of course, this section 4 and section 5 training is based on top of you already be able to handle your body, like in section 1 and section 2 and section 3, or else it is hopeless. Okay, this is not a technique. The entire body has to be in one piece. As in the section 1, we talk about short strike art is based, the dominant is the body and the leg, not the hand. The hand is just a subordinate. You need to be able to move. Okay, now, so section 4 and section 5 is actually presenting the Y5 to Y10 of the 1850s classic, and also the Y, it was summarized in the YC12. The YC12 saying that circle, outward, inward, peak, stack is often used. Okay, now, so what is this about? What is this circle in, circle out, those kind of thing? Now, we always know that the old Chi Sao or Wing Chun, circle out, circle in, right? And some know that it's circle up, circle down. So this is what the YC uh, YC12 is talking about. Circle, outward, inward, peak, stack is often used. You need that because that's your bread and butter. This is your bread and butter, but this is not technique like this. Okay, this is not a technique. This is not a ritual called Chi Sao. This is actually presented in detail in the Y6 to Y10 of the writing, and it is now present uh, in the section 4 and section 5 of the S21 in a brief way, but it is to the point, so one know the basic. Now, so we know all about this. How is all this thing come into play? Why is Wing Chun have to have the Chi Sao like that? Why? Well, of course, the Chi Sao is to play in here, in this distance. So this is actually playing this distance because you need all different type of momentum handling in this distance. Not a single techniques, not any techniques, but you need to flow with it. Okay? So this is the summarize. Now, section 4. If you read this, the Y6, it says that the arm without the horizontal force, the arm without the horizontal force. Pay attention to the finger, claw, and side under the sleeve. Okay. So if you go to section 1, you see something like that. Right? You see something like that. So that is what it is. But if I don't tell you the following, you will not know what it is. So section 4, the idea is to be able to handle with this fear and this fear. You see this? This is handling this fear, the motion in this sphere, and also the motion in this sphere. That's section 4. So all this is not like, oh, I put my hand out there and then I just doing this and then I just do turning my wrist while they stay like straight there. It is not. It is the entire thing. So I can play with it this distance. Okay, the gate 1 distance, just I tell you about 3 gate. The second gate distance, the third gate distance. So it is handling this functional training of the motion, this circular motion, this way, this way, this way, and this way with all this, the entire body. Why? Who know whether I'm going to get contact here or not? Or maybe it become like this. So I have to have this all this functional training. Okay, it's not just like techniques like that. This is actually for the handling the circle. Like if I go this way, I cannot handle it. I'm going to come back, and then I get to go close to body, and then I'm going to turn whole kind of stuff. That is the training. That's the idea of the training. Okay, section 4. Section 5, the usual people call it the 三百反 section. That is not a straight in, straight out. It is a vertical. You see that it is a vertical circle. A vertical circle type of stuff. So with the section 4, section 5, you cover the space while you are having the fist issue from heart. So that is the training. Okay? The training is so that one be able to play in this distance, distance, the 3 distance, and one cover the space. If your hand turn like this, I can follow and play with you. If I go one side, you can. I can go back the other side. I can go horizontally, vertically, diagonal. All this is trained in section 4, section 5. So no, it is not. You go straight. No, there's no use for it, and it only like that. And it's not also like you're gonna do this straight your arm. If you do this, you will not be able to play here. This distance, you'll not be able to play because your hand is only like this. Not to mention that the wrists have no power at all. You need to have your entire body to spiral it. Okay? And then this is not straightforward, go back and forth. It's not. It is. You see my hand? You see? I'm drawing a ellipse type of stuff. So that is why, if you understand this, that's why our chi sao, the chi sao is not playing with hand, it's trying to how to get in, playing in this range where I can do a bilji in his range with the elbow stuff, and then get to this range in the shoulder stuff. Okay. And of course, the body and the leg has to be there first because arm is just your subordinate. Okay. So that is what it is. That's what Wing Chun is about. So if we look into this Y6, the writing, the arm whip out, the arm whips out horizontal force. You see, it whips out. If you see the top view, it is a circling like that. Okay, you pay attention to this entire thing and your fingers. That's why I say that the arm whips out the horizontal force. Pay attention to the finger crawl and side under the sleeves, and of course it's on top of the sleeve too. You're aware of it. Okay. Now that's section 4. Now section 5. Okay. In the section 4, there is one more writing, which is the Y8. It said that spiral twisting naturally. Follow the breathing and the directions of the chi. Spiral twisting naturally. Spiral twisting naturally. Follow the breathing and the chi. And right now, we just want to get our physical and our awareness. Okay, let's not get into the breathing and the chi stuff. And This Y8 also apply to the Y9 and Y10. The Y9 say back of the palm face outward. The intention is full, or the intention or the awareness is fully, okay, on your arm and on the other people, on the environment. Rotating palm really got the heart. So it's never like this or like this and then send it back. No, it is all kinds of spiral here. Okay, and there are all kind of things can be used there. Because say this Wu Sao, this Wu Sao can be received going in. Okay, or while I'm receiving in, with a very soft receiving, I can manipulate like the other day, the sealing and the closing. All can be played there. So it's like a module. One module can stack up on the top of the module. So this is section 4 and section 5. If you really want to learn this, please, as what I said before, take notes on what I'm saying in this video. None of what I'm saying is garbage. I try to share everything so that everybody is clear on what is going on. So take notes, write it down, think why I'm saying that. That is the instructions. There's no point for me to BS you or anything because I want this thing to stay. Okay? So the Wing Chun 1850s functional training is from here to this. I practically handle this sphere, this space, with this circle, with this circle in the fourth section, and with this circle in the fifth section. This is the fifth section circle. This is fourth section circle. This is a four section circle. So the entire thing is a sphere. So when you see me doing that, it is a sphere in front of me where I can play. I can get in and play. So from here, there's a sphere in front of me which I can play because I'm conditioned to it. So I can play here. It is never a Tan Sao block this way, a Pak Sao block this way. Okay? As what I said just now, even the Hu Sao, I can do just stick at him, receiving him. Or I can, under the situations, if it's too fast or I'm too slow, I turn into the close, okay, to make it a body bunker so that I don't get hit. And my leg is always using a close. So it is not like that. You try to jam everything. No. This is close. B, sorry. Like this close, like in the previous video. This is a closing. When it strike me, I somehow have to take it. So I shift up, close. Same thing, my leg is coming already. I shift up and close. In the same time, that close can be attacked. All this point has to be clear. That's why in the Wing Chun it said, Dim Dim Cheng, every point is clear. Without that, there's no Wing Chun Kung Fu. Don't kid ourselves. Okay? So it's like our BJJ friend in the ground. They have all kinds of technology there. And Wing Chun has to be between here to here. You have all kinds of technology you can play. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. And this is the missing part for past 100 something years. As soon as you don't know this is a sphere here, you don't know how to develop this with your body, you will not be able to play the the cheese out to perfect to refine it, and thus you will not be able to use it in the real life, and you lost the uniqueness of Wing Chun. So I'm speaking today not that I'm a grandmaster or whatever. We all are equal. I just tell you that this is the technical deal which is missing, which need to be restored. And also, as in the beginning, I said that do not play around with whatever we don't know. All those qigong stuff, all this stuff is not for fun. As I keep saying, hernia is irreversible. You need to go to surgery if you got it. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you. Truth is not sweet. And I don't like to talk sweet. Why? If I talk sweet, I screw you.